I'm Will McInnes. I work for Nixon McInnes, which is a social business consultancy, and I'm the author of a book called Culture Shock. My primary objective as a B2B marketer is connecting people up, so connecting potential new customers to me and my consultants, but equally we find some really good stuff happens when we connect up our existing clients with one another and they can share experiences and challenges. The most interesting thing in B2B marketing right now is to get over this kind of boring formula of telemarketing, roundtables, brochures and a bit of website, and actually embrace the fact that we're working with small numbers of highly valuable customers. And so I think in this age of the social web and of communities and connections, the opportunity is to connect them up and to get people co-creating solutions rather than just kind of lobbing new marketing solutions over the wall. I think the best way to liberate our thinking is to get over the B2B marketing mode and just think, what would work for me? What's going on in the world right now? It feels like there's a business revolution happening. It feels like the world is fundamentally changing, and yet when you kind of get to work and sit in that chair, I think it's really easy just to slip into the same old stuff, follow the same path and be led more by kind of habit and fear and risk rather than doing what makes sense. So I think just asking yourself, like, what would work for me is probably a good way to liberate your thinking. I think marketers typically think outside the organisation and about that kind of last mile between the organisation and the customer. I think the greatest potential for innovation is actually internal at the moment. It's about shifting the culture. People say the product is the marketing, the customer experience is the marketing. I think there's a lot of wisdom in that. So I think we do well to look at how our leaders behave, how our products are generated, where those good ideas come from, how our customer service, frontline people and our sales people operate. If you can get the internal stuff right, the networked world will spread the message for you. And I think we then can get over this, how do I amplify and make lots of noise? Actually, we're all really good at recommending great products and great services and really helpful people. So yeah, focusing on the internal stuff is where I would concentrate. I'm just hoping to pick up good ideas. I always figure you go to an event and if you get one or two practical insights that are helpful, then in our world, that's worth it. So to come away with some practical examples of how other people are approaching B2B marketing is good enough for me. So I've written this book, Culture Shock, which is a business handbook for the 21st century. I fundamentally believe that if you took a CEO from the 1950s and put them in today's organisation, they'd know their way around. Organisations haven't changed, but the world we're operating in has. And so this book is about a whole range of companies from around the world who are doing things radically and differently. So my goal is to explain some of these stories, relate them to the B2B marketing community, hopefully leave people with a bit of inspiration and a bit of practical insight into how they can do business better in the 21st century.